I feel like this is the beginning of a defeat for Blake Lively. Hi, and welcome to Blossom Talk. I'm Kjersti Flo, and here on my channel, I talk about my good and bad experiences working in Hollywood as an entertainment reporter, and of course, as you know, a lot about the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni legal drama, which again has caused a lot of headlines because now Blake Lively wants to withdraw her claims of emotional distress. So in her original claim against Baldoni, she claimed that she had severe emotional distress and pain, humiliation, embarrassment, belittlement, frustration, and mental anguish. Now she wants to withdraw her claims of intentional infliction of emotional distress and negligent infliction of emotional distress as a result of Baldoni's alleged misconduct. Okay, so the lawyers are now really at war with each other here because what happened was that apparently Blake Lively's team and Justin Baldoni's team were having these conversations privately, talking about how she wanted to withdraw these claims. But Blake Lively's team was saying that Blake was willing to withdraw these claims without prejudice, meaning that she could add these claims later on again after discovery process. And Justin Baldoni's team is saying the reason why she wants these claims to be dropped is because she doesn't want them to have access to any of her medical records, any of her health records. She doesn't want any of this stuff to be public, meaning that either she doesn't have much proof of emotional distress or there are other things in those files that she doesn't want to leak to the public. So they argued back and forth about this, and Baldoni's lawyer was like, we will not allow you to withdraw these claims without prejudice, because that means that you can bring it up later and you never have to show this proof. Makes sense. But before this knowledge became public that they had this conversation, Baldoni's team wrote to Judge Lehman asking them not to dismiss these claims without prejudice and explaining why. Then Blake Lively's team came after Justin Baldoni's team saying that you just file that to the judge to get more headlines. You are always making this into a PR circus. I mean, I don't see the logic here, maybe you do, but this is just another one of these stunts that are so ridiculous. So first of all, accusing Baldoni's team of making this into a PR circus, while Blake Lively was the one who started the PR circus. She went to a newspaper with her claims before actually filing them legally. She did file a CRD complaint before that article, just when that article dropped, but she hasn't filed a lawsuit before that article dropped. So she wanted everything out in the press about Baldoni to get the public opinion on her side and to get people to support her before he even had the chance to come out and defend himself. So that was her strategy. And now every time he responds to something that she does, they're accusing his team of making this into a PR stunt. So Blake Lively's team came out and with an explanation of why she wanted to withdraw these claims. And they're saying that it's because this is a part of a streamlining effort and that the focus is now on broader damages tied to SH and retaliation, where emotional harm can still be argued without needing the same type of proof. So what I don't get here, if you sue someone for emotional distress, you need to be prepared to show evidence that you had emotional distress. And as also you know now, we've seen Blake Lively so much out and about in the public, and she looks so happy, and you know, she's been successful. As we know, her movie, Another Simple Favor, was #1 on Amazon. She's been claiming success so much on social media, and she's been out and about on red carpets at big events, which makes it look like she doesn't have much of emotional distress. I don't know if that's why she's withdrawing the claim now. Could be, but also, of course, the obvious reason that she doesn't want to show any evidence. I also find it interesting. Remember yesterday, if you watched that episode, I spoke about 2 new articles that dropped Coincidentally, just when she was about to drop her emotional distress claim, there's one article that I spoke about yesterday where Justin Baldoni's body double from It Ends With Us came out and said that, oh, the set was really tense. That was really the only thing he said about it. And he also enjoyed working with Blake. So kind of supporting that the set was tense, like an evidence for Blake to use later on, I'm sure. Then there was a director that came out all of a sudden that worked with Blake 20 years ago when she was 16 for the movie Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. So he was also saying that Blake Lively was a joy to work with and blah, blah, blah. So these two positive stories about Blake shows up at the same time as she's going to drop these claims of emotional distress. I don't know, coincidence? Maybe not. So this might actually weaken her case, I think for obvious reason. It shows that she's unwilling to submit evidence. So now, since these claims are dropped, Baldoni will still have to defend himself against her SH claim and retaliation and the smear campaign. So she wants to focus on that. And of course, those things have also caused her emotional distress. Okay, so bottom line here is Blake Lively wants to have her cake and eat it too. I completely understand why Baldoni by Brian Friedman reacted the way he did to this, because I mean, I feel like this is the beginning of a defeat for Blake Lively, because this makes her case look really weak. You can say whatever you want. Her legal team can say they're focusing on the more important things there. But to me, this just looks like, why would you withdraw a claim? I mean, to the public, at least, like a person like me, I don't know what you think, but to me, that just looks like you have a very weak case. And as we know so far, she hasn't been able to prove anything of the other stuff that she's been accusing Baldoni of. None of the SH claims she doesn't have any evidence of that. And of course, the smear campaign she's accusing him of, there's no evidence of that either. And as I said so many times before, I'm a part of that claim because she thinks that my interview where I showed that she was a bully, that is a part of a smear campaign against her. I mean, it's so when you think about these things, the fact that she's actually claiming that her own bullying behavior is a part of a smear campaign against her. I mean, there's no logic here. But anyways, I'm curious to see what the judge is going to do about this, if he's going to let her withdraw these claims without prejudice or if he is not. And there's one more story I wanted to point out today. Thank you so much, Sky, for sending me this. So, as you know, Blake Lively just announced another product from her product line, Blake Brown, this new mist that she's been selling. And at the same time, she's been announcing that Blake Brown has been on sale and it's sold out everywhere, and it's such a success that we know. I mean, we've seen articles online that looked into this, and her Blake Brown brand is a huge disappointment to Target, and they lost a lot of money. It's not going well. Anyways, so Blake Lively has been bragging about how it's been selling out, showing on her Instagram story that the shelves are empty, and she's also showing that there's a price reduction. So on these price reductions, you can see that some of these products were priced at $34, at $38, and now you can buy them for $20, $19, around the price point that was the original price point that Blake Lively went out with publicly when she launched her product line. So, in this article in the Hollywood Reporter, she was interviewed and she said that all her products were priced from $19 to $25. That's one of the reasons she wanted to launch this line, because she wanted really luxurious, nice products to be affordable. Now, it looks like these products were priced at a much higher price point. So, as I pointed out in a video a couple of days ago, these products have been at 80% sale, meaning that if they had been priced of what they should have been priced as, the price that actually Blake Lively went out to say this is the price of these products, they would have been priced at 80% off, $19 to $25, which would have been a lot less. As the person who sent me this email is pointing out, this is illegal marketing. You can't claim that you have 80% sale on something and then put the price up 80% before you actually put the sales tag on. So it looks like you've been saving 80% while the price point was the exact same as you're paying with that price reduction. So some of the products are even $39.99. She says here that she sees them in stores and she's seen pictures of some of these products being priced at $39.99. But when you actually Google Blake Brown, you can look at at the prices there online, and it says $19 to $25. As she's pointing out here, this is illegal and goes against FTC laws for like fake marketing. That's a scam. Thanks for sending me that. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I really appreciate all your support, and please keep sending me tips. I really, really appreciate all your effort that you're making into doing amazing research. And yeah, yesterday I said chicken soup date. I wanted to correct that. Someone pointed it out in the comment section, and you're so right. I said that Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds were on the chicken soup date, which is wrong. It's the chicken shop date. So that is the name of the show. And I don't know why I said soup. Maybe I was thinking about chicken soup. Anyways, thanks again for watching, you guys, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Flawsome Talk. And of course, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.